Happy 420, Gracie. How are you? Just giving Sam a few more minutes. She said she wanted to come, so I'll probably start in like 2. Not much, just chilling at home today. Well, you know how it is, all day, every day. But I'm good, I'm good. It just, yeah. I have my final this weekend, one of my final teaching sessions. So I was like, let me just start getting this regularly. Uh huh. Yep. Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna set an alarm. I'm gonna set an alarm for 7 o'clock. And so I guess she did. And she's probably like setting up her space now. She's like, what do I need? Well, nothing, but you know her. She's like, oh, she wants to set out her mat, her crystals. And I was like, do you, girl? Make yourself feel special. Yeah. So you just come to watch the Kundalini yoga unfold. My starting soon page. I'll change it over in like 1 minute. So, what is Kundalini? Man, that's a big question. But short and dirty, Kundalini yoga. Yeah. So, Kundalini yoga is a little bit different than your normal vinyasa flow. Like you go in, you go through your poses, you move through it, you breathe, blah 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 blah. But in Kundalini yoga, it's you do the body postures, but there is like very specific, like you hold it for this amount of time, where you move through a certain set of movements with a certain set of breath, and each Kriya, so they're broken up into Kriyas. Each Kriya is designed for a specific effect. So today's Kriya is about like awakening the 10 bodies, for example. And so the big difference is in like Hatha yoga or Vinyasa yoga, you're just going to breathe, flow, and go. Pretty much is the best way to describe it. And then in Kundalini yoga, you're going to hold, breathe, and really focus on shifting the energies of the body. Through each exercise. And each exercise activates the body in a different way to stimulate different energies to get them moving in certain directions in certain ways. So let me just go ahead and I'll transition. Yeah, so that's the main difference of like Kundalini versus a normal or a different styled yoga class. Kundalini yoga is it's called a Raj yoga, so it's like a royal yoga. It is a very spiritual yoga, and it's a very calculated yoga. Vinyasa yoga is much more about the flow between each thing. Hatha yoga is much more of coming into this state of balance between breath and movement, and then yeah, and so 10 bodies, right? You're like, wait, I only have one, my physical body. But in Kundalini yoga, we talk about the 10 different bodies, right? So you are one. Your physical body is one of the 10. You have the soul body, which in and itself encapsulates your soul. I kind of think of like, it's like a soul egg. And it's just this little energetic container that holds the soul tethered to the physical body that you have. And then you have 3 minds, and they're counted as bodies for whatever reason in the tradition. But you have your three minds: your positive mind, your negative mind, and then your neutral mind. The positive mind is the pleasure seeker, like everything's gonna be fine, we totally got this. Your negative mind is like your protective mind. I'm always on the lookout for danger. I'm going to like look behind my back. I'm going to check under my bed. I'm looking for protection. That's your negative mind. And then the neutral mind is your meditative mind. And so that takes aspects of both the positive, the negative, weighs them out evenly, and then you're able to make a decision through that. And then the physical body, of course. And then there are these other ones that are much more Kundalini yoga specific. Things like the arc line. And this is a body of energy that goes from earlobe to earlobe across the hairline, across here. In many, many traditions, it's seen as like this halo or this circle of glowing lights surrounding the head. This is our connection from our physical body here to, if you've ever heard of the Akashic record, the etheric realm of knowledge. In our arc line is where our destiny is written, and that's where our karma is stored and is played out. And then you have your pranic body, which is the body that moves the air, and so you can really think of that as the lungs. But it also really goes into the whole blood system, in that it carries the oxygen, the prana, the life force, the energy from the air into the body and everywhere else that it needs to go. And then the last two are your subtle body and your radiant body. These are both, well, all of these 10 bodies are very much intertwined to make up the one reality of existence that we are in, right? But the subtle body and the radiant body, these are much more of our projective bodies, our auric field, our electromagnetic field, depending on if you want to look at it metaphysically or scientifically. But your radiant body is what you project outwards. It is what that feeling of someone who has a really strong, energetic, radiant body. They can come into a room and all of a sudden you know exactly how they're feeling. Or they can come into a room and they can silence the entire thing and take charge of an entire room. That's a really strong radiant body right there. And then the subtle body is kind of really what exists in balance of the entire 10 bodies, right? Our subtle body is the culmination of all of these other 9 bodies and the harmony or the orchestra that plays out when all of them are finely tuned. So we will go through this adventure of several different exercises. Each set is designated for different areas of these different 10 bodies. And again, like I said, it moves the energy in certain ways. But before we actually begin the physical practice, we are going to be tuning in. So if you've never done a Kundalini yoga before, and you would like, there is a link scrolled up at the top of the chat where you can click, and it's basically a Kundalini basics of how do we tune in, what to expect throughout the class, and then how do we close the class. So when I say tune in, as you listen to this, go ahead and start finding your comfortable seat. Ground down through the sits bones, out through the crown of the head, long spine. And just find your comfortable seated position, rolling those shoulders back. We always tune in, and so we're going to start with the first mantra of Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and we say that 3 times. And so what that means, what's up, Sam? Om Namo Gurudev Namo is I bow down to the divine wisdom within me, I bow down to the divine wisdom within you, and I bow down to the divine wisdom all around me. So we say it 3 times. Right after that, Truffle just barging in like she owns the place. After that, we recite, so that's the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Right after that, we recite the Mangalacharan mantra, which is At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurdeve Name. And again, that's 3 times. This is a mantra of protection. I like to do it before road trips. I say it on road trips quite often, so if you hear me talking under my breath, this is probably what I'm saying. But it circles you and encompasses you and gets you ready to go. All right. Lord. Okay, Jeff did it. He did it. He's in the other room being my mod. All right, so let's just go ahead and get settled, roll those shoulders back, sit up nice and tall, close those eyes, rub those palms together, generate some heat between those fingertips and along those palms. Waking up that healing energy that we have stored in our hands as they are connected to the heart chakra. And bring those in. Palms folded, thumbs close to the heart center. Roll the shoulders back. Sit up. Tuck that belly button in towards the chest and spine, protecting that low back. Ground down through those sits bones, out through the crown of the head, closing the eyes. In Kundalini Yoga, we focus at the third eye, that space right where the nose and the eyebrows meet. So if you are able to roll your eyes in and up, focusing at that third eye, and just start taking some long, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you inhale, allow the breath to fill up the belly. Continue to filling up the chest. Even let it fill up the space in between the collarbones, taking in the fullest breath you can without force. And then exhaling it in reverse from the collarbones. Exhaling it from the chest. And then exhale the belly button in and up. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Last time together. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to prepare to tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Pause at the top of the breath. And exhale completely. Inhale to prepare for the Mangalacharan mantra. Inhale. Atgure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurdeve Name. Atgure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurdeve Name. Atgure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurdeve Name. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Go and rest the hands on the knees, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Go within, follow the breath. And just notice, where's the inhale? Where's the exhale? Now we're going to match the breath to movement. We're going to inhale, lift the shoulders up towards our earlobes. And exhale, drop them down. So inhale through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Just a little warm up, inhaling up, exhaling down. So even you just relax those shoulders a little bit further away from those earlobes. Inhale up, exhale down. Really breathing from the belly, letting that belly reach forward as you inhale and pulling it back towards that spine as you exhale. Inhale, shoulders up and hold that breath. Exhale, let that go. Drop your head forward. And slowly take 3 circles going towards your right side. Inhaling the head towards the back. Exhaling the head forward as you bring that chin towards the chest. Again, taking infinite care of this neck area. All of the nerves, all the energy lines and lifelines of the body move through this space. So take care of them so that way they can take care of you. And as you come forward this next time, go ahead and take 3 head circles over in the opposite direction. Again, inhaling back and exhaling forward. Checking into the belly button, pulling it in towards the spine, elongating through the spine. And then when you're done, go ahead and stack your head up in the center. See if you can push down through your sits bones a little bit more, out through the crown of the head a little bit more, lengthen that spine, drop the shoulders. Lift the heart, pull the chin in towards the chest. Allowing yourself to drop in. Finding a meditative state with the mind. Begin to set an intention for this practice. What might you want to build up for yourself? What might you want to let go of? And then to get started for this Kriya, we're actually going to make our way onto our backs. So, let me set my timer, get that all set up. I have a dog between my legs, so well, there's that. So this is called stretch pose. And we're going to come all the way onto our backs. I'm going to move this just there. Okay. So if you have any experience in Pilates, this is actually going to be very similar to Pilates. We're going to be doing a breath of fire. Really quickly before we start, so I can describe the breath of fire. It is an equal inhale, equal exhale, centered from that belly button. So you're going to inhale, push the belly out, and exhale, squeeze the belly in, and it's a so again, find a pace that's going to work for you. Lightheadedness is not enlightenment, so if at any point in time you need to take a break, that's all good. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and work our way towards our backs so we can get started with this Kriya. Truffle's just going to be here with me. She's my Kundalini mascot. She watches this stuff happen like all the time. It's great. Okay, so coming onto your backs. Laying flat. You take an inhale here. Exhale, pull that belly button in towards the spine, in towards the ground. Really anchoring that low belly, that low abdominal muscle wall, and that pelvis to the ground. One more time, inhale. Exhale, pull that belly button down into the ground. One more time, inhale to prepare, and on this exhale, we're going to lift head, neck, and shoulders, and the feet about 6 inches off the ground. Face those palms together. If this is really straining you, you can go ahead and take a pillow, and you can put it behind your head. You can put a pillow underneath the ankles. Whatever works for you. We're going to be here for about a minute, just so you know.
So do what you need to get comfortable. Again, lightheadedness is not enlightenment, so do what you need to. Go ahead and lift those feet up, palms face each other, and begin that breath of fire if you're comfortable. If you are on your moon cycle, just long deep breathing, you don't want to do any of the breath of fire. You don't want to agitate anything, so. Again, equal inhale, equal exhale, not getting lightheaded, but really pumping from that navel point. Inhale, stretch up a little bit more. Exhale, relax all the way down. And just relax completely into the floor. So things to keep in mind as we move forward. As I say, breath of fire. And if you are on your moon cycle, do not do breath of fire. Also, if you're pregnant, do not do breath of fire. We don't want to send contractions into the uterus to make whatever's going on in there aggravated. So if you are on your moon cycle, long deep breathing during any of these breath of fire exercises is perfectly fine. That first one's to build up some heat. It's also really good for the digestive system. Take a breath in. On the exhale, we're going to squeeze those knees into our chest. Lift head, neck, and shoulders up and off the ground. We're going to hold here. And again, if you're able and you're not on your moon cycle, go ahead and begin breath of fire. Again, equal inhale, equal exhale, pumping from the belly. This is another one that's really good for digestion. It's also really good at bringing energy in and up to the heart center. And it's amazing for alleviating gas. So if it happens, it happens. So keep pumping from the belly. Inhale, exhale, nice and even. Over halfway there. Ten more seconds. Eyes are closed. Focus to the third eye. Breathing from the belly button, pumping. Inhale. Suspend the breath at the top. Squeeze your navel, anus, and sex organs. If you are not on your moon cycle, draw the energy up from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, to that space between the third eye. Exhale, relax down to the ground. Stretch your legs long if you're able. Roll into a side of your body, whatever is more comfortable for you, and push your way up to a seated position. Yes, moon cycle is your period. So coming to your seated position, sitting up nice and tall. This next one is Ego Eradicator. It's one of my favorite exercises, hands down. And so what we're going to be doing is you're going to take your fingers and then make fists. Bring your fingertips to the base of the fingers where they're just meeting. Stick those thumbs out. Your thumb is your finger that represents the ego. And so we're going to plug it into the big universe, and we're going to dissolve our ego into the universal ego and allow the universal ego to guide the rest of this practice as we go. So again, as we sit here, really try and plug those thumbs up into the ethers, pumping from the belly, breath of fire, equal inhale, equal exhale. Eyes are focused at that third eye point. Chin is pulled in, heart is lifted, grounding down through those sits bones. So again, if you're able, breath of fire, go. If not, long, deep breathing. And as you breathe powerfully from the navel center, really imagine pulling that energy up from that soul body through out the crown of the head and into infinity. Really radiate that white light from the center out in all directions. And continue to breathe powerfully from the belly, pushing in and out. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Keep up and you'll be kept up. You're almost there. Inhale. Bring those arms overhead. Hold the breath at the top. Touch your thumb tips together. Stretch those fingers wide apart. Hold the breath, pulling that energy in and up from the base all the way through. Out the fingertips, connecting yourself to infinity. And exhale. And float the hands through the auric body. Cleansing it. Recalibrating it. Touch your hands to the earth to ground yourself back down. And then rest your hands on your knees. Palms up. Just go inside and take a few breaths. And for this next one, you're going to stretch your legs out to the sides. So make sure you have plenty of room to your left and to your right. And come into the straddle position, toes up to the sky. Try not to lock back into those knees. So if that's a tendency, go ahead and stick some blankets underneath those kneecaps. Work with a little bit of bend. It's going to work nicely. Yeah, Truffle's just out about, super duper active. Like, I'm in this to win this. I think Kundalini's helping her like vicariously because she's in the area. So coming into your straddle position, lifting those arms up, toes up, flex those feet. We're going to inhale up to the center. We're going to tighten that navel, anus, and sex organs. It's your root lock. Pull in those three. So it's kind of like you got to hold in your poo, hold in your pee, and tighten that belly button all at the same time. That's a lock. And so it keeps that energy from just dispersing outwards, and it really forces all of the energy from your root chakra up through the crown and directs it all the way up. So inhaling up through the center, exhale down towards that left foot. You're going to reach towards those toes as much as you can. It's important not to collapse down, but again, that reach. Inhale up to center, reach up. Exhale down, reach towards the toes. Inhale up, exhale down. Again, eyes are closed, focus at the third eye. Nice long deep breathing here. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you go down. Go ahead and continue at a pace that works for you as you inhale up. And exhale, go to one foot. Inhale up. Exhale, go to the next foot. Really see if you can find the flow in this movement as you inhale up and exhale down. Match your movement to every breath. Go up as you begin the inhale. And as you finish the exhale, you're all the way down. So this works on your sciatic nerve. It goes all the way down from the lumbar spine all the way down towards that big toe. In yoga, we call this the life nerve. The longer, more supple, and more flexible the life nerve, the more flexible and adaptable you are in life, the longer, healthier, and happier life it's said to give you. So really do this as a prayer for yourself. Or if you're in a position to take care of others, this is how you do it even better. You start by taking care of yourself here at home, and then you can radiate that outward. Inhale, center, lift it up. Tighten that root lock, pull the energy all the way in from the tailbone up through the crown of the head. Exhale, float those arms down. And if you're able, we're going to peace finger that big toe. So hook onto that big toe. If not, reaching for either the shins, ankles, whatever will work. It's all about intention here. Your big toe is said to be connected to your third eye. So if you are able to peace finger your big toe, go ahead and push into that toenail with the thumb. Really gets that third eye activated. Remembering to close the eyes, roll those shoulders back, lift that heart up. Roll the eyes in and up to focus at the brow point, focusing in that third eye. We're going to inhale up. And exhale, you're going to lower your forehead towards the ground, trying to do it in one piece. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. This is another one for that life nerve, that sciatic nerve. So really treat, again, this area with much, much care. Sciatic nerve is one of the biggest nerves and longest nerves in the body. So we got to keep that nerve happy, especially if we're on our feet all day, running around all day. Or if we're in the extreme opposite, we're even sitting all day. The sciatic nerve tends to get really agitated because of that frozen low back. Inhale up and exhale down, working at a pace that's good for you. That you feel the stretch, you feel the flow. If you notice your mind wandering, and as you inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Sat Nam means truth is my identity. It is the Kundalini equivalent of Namaste. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Inhale up, exhale down. Last 10 seconds, inhaling up, exhaling down. Really protect the low back by engaging the belly button, stretching that sciatic nerve, space behind the legs. Inhale up, shine that heart forward. And exhale, roll your way in and up gently. And pull those knees in towards your chest. We're just going to take a seated child's pose here. So bring those knees in, take a hug forward, drop your head. My favorite thing to say here is put your head between your knees and kiss your bum goodbye. Favorite line of chicken run ever. And inhale your way back up to your seated position. We're going to come to this easy pose, cross-legged position, sitting up nice and tall, taking your hands to your shins in front of you. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to take a little camel ride. That's what this exercise is actually called. And so we're going to come forward with that heart, and we're going to bring it back. So it's really about this extension and contraction and isolation, if you will, going forward with that chest. In. It's opening up the heart center. It's opening up that top lung region, that collarbone region. So go ahead and close those eyes, roll them in and up to focus at the third eye. Inhale forward, exhale back. There should be some rocking over your sits bones as you come forward and as you go back. Keeping chin level to the ground. Just take your little camel ride. or in these parts, maybe a horseback ride if you have experience. Full breath in forward, full exhale backwards. We really want to move that diaphragm. It goes down as we inhale and it comes up as we exhale. The more we can bring the diaphragm back home to the heart on every exhale, the fuller we can have our next inhale, and the fuller our next inhale, the better quality we have of life. You change your breath, you change your life. Inhale forward, exhale back. And in this practice, see if you could make every movement a prayer, every movement a blessing, every movement a magic. For yourself, for those around you, for the world at large if you choose it. But how can each movement be sacred to you? Call upon your sense of sacred. As you inhale and exhale from the heart. This is a yoga of love. Inhale forward. Exhale, come back to center. Come up to your knees. It's hero's pose. On our knees, seated on our heels. Hands are on the knees as well. Roll those shoulders back. Sit up nice and tall. And again, this is going to be the same exercise that we just did, camel ride. So we're going to inhale. You're going to get started. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Closing those eyes, rolling them in and up to focus at that third eye. Full range of motion. Fullness of breath. Full inhale forward. Full exhale back. Again, this is a heart opener. This goes for opening up the heart chakra and the entire region. It really opens up the middle and lower parts of the chest and back, getting ready for that full inhale, that full exhale. It allows the bottom of the rib cage to free up so we can free up that movement in the diaphragm. Again, fuller breath, fuller life. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Mentally chanting, mentally vibrating, truth is my identity. So you inhale forward and exhale back. Shoulders are down, neck is long. Chin is parallel to the ground. When you match your breath to movement, you come to live in this beautiful state of grace. Inhale, center. And exhale. Staying in the seated position, we're going to bring our hands up to our shoulders. Fingertips are going to be in the front, thumbs are in the back, elbows are up and out, making this really big straight line from elbow to elbow through that heart center. This one, again, also really works on opening up the entire chest. It opens up the spine. It's going to open up the lungs and the heart. So we're going to inhale, twist towards our left. Exhale, twisting towards our right. The head just kind of comes along for the ride. Really allowing yourself to twist from this waistband, not from the shoulder or the head or the neck. So inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Work at a pace that's good for you. If you get dizzy, take a break. Lightheadedness is not enlightenment, but you should feel radiant and glowing at the end of practice. Inhale left, exhale right. Mentally chanting Satnam, twisting from the waistband. Open that heart center, stretch the lungs, stretch the chest. This exercise balances out the masculine and the feminine energies of the body, the ingestive and the digestive energies, the taking in and the pushing out energies. You can only take in as much as you expel. So really expel all those toxins out from the spine, out from the liver, the kidneys. Really twist those areas, work those areas, bring breath into those areas as you inhale left, exhale right. Inhale sat, exhale nam. Eyes are focused at the third eye. I ask for so much, I know, but you're so capable. Inhale left, exhale right. Almost there. Keep up and you'll be kept up. Inhale center. Exhale, leave the shoulders exactly where they are. This next one's kind of tricky. You're going to try and touch the back of those wrists together behind the neck, but you're not going to sit. I'll turn to the side so you can see. You don't want to send the head forward. Keep it in. You're just going to lift those shoulders up. Try and tap the back of those wrists together as you inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Go ahead and continue at a pace that works for you. Focusing in that third eye. Inhaling and exhaling from the belly. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, fill up those lungs. This is really for that pranic body as it fills up the lungs and moves the oxygen throughout the entire body. It also does wonders for that throat chakra, strengthening the front of that throat and neck, strengthening your word, making you a person able to do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it. Inhale up, exhale down. Heart is lifted, chin is tucked. Almost there. Inhale up and exhale down. Rest the hands on the knees. So we're still going to be in this rock position, but if it's ever uncomfortable for your knees and you need to get out of it, go ahead. But this is the last exercise that keeps us in rock position. This hero's pose, this sitting on our knees. So now we're going to interlace our fingers, and we're going to just interlace your hands into a fist, stretch the arms all the way. We're going to start with our fists on our lap. We're going to roll the shoulders back, and we're going to inhale up, exhale down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Again, working at a pace that's good for you. If you want to work with a slight camel rise, small spinal flex as you inhale forward and send the chest forward, a little contraction as you come down. It really helps with the breath. This is really good at clearing out, physically clearing out the aura in front of you and around you. And it's wonderful on the heart. All of these last couple of exercises are really geared at strengthening that heart center, really moving air through that heart center, through that throat chakra, and connecting it to that third eye. So let's go ahead and get started as a group. Go ahead and make it together, and then go ahead and close your eyes, focus to the third eye. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Continue to inhale up, exhale down, moving at a pace that's right for you, matching your breath to movement. Eyes are closed, focus is at the third eye. Breath really coming from that navel center. And in the tradition, there's talk of this primal goddess, this sword-wielding primal goddess, who's able to cut through deceit, distraction, animosity. She is the destroyer. She is the one who comes and clears the path. So really inhale Sat, exhale Nam, and channel that energy as you cut through your own auric field, clearing your path to make life whatever it is that you choose to make it. Only allowing into your field what you want to allow into your field, cutting through anything else that's stuck there, that's still holding on. Inhale up. Hold the breath at the top. Pull the energy from the root all the way out through the crown of the head and into the hands. Connect it to the universe. Exhale. Float the hands through the rest of the aura. Touch down to ground down. Come back to your easy seated position. So this is super comfortable. You can go ahead and stay here. If not, you can go ahead and come back to this cross-legged position. Just a few more exercises left, and then we get into the meditation of this Kriya. So we're going to rest our hands on our knees, closing the eyes, focusing on that third eye as always. Energy flows where attention goes, and so the whole point of Kundalini is to raise this energy that is normally dormant between our sacral and navel chakra, so right about here, our soul body. It normally just stays coiled up 3.5 times around the root chakra, and the more we get that breath going and the pumping of the belly, the more we're able to activate that energy. And the goal is for that energy to ascend all the way up through every chakra, through the heart, and all the way up to this third eye. And then into the crown, and then eventually this is what leads you to be connected to the greater power that is, whatever it is to you. And so really focus, pull up that energy, and as it comes through each chakra, it does a wonderful job of balancing, cleansing, and releasing anything that needs to be released if you allow it. So resting the hands on the knees, focusing in that third eye. You're going to inhale, lift that left shoulder. And exhale, you're going to put the left shoulder down and lift the right at the same time. So we're going to seesaw the shoulders. Inhale, left up. Exhale, right comes up. So it's really important that the left comes up on the inhale and the right comes up on the exhale this time, because you'll see why in about 30 seconds. So go ahead, work at a pace that's comfortable for you. Inhale, left up. Exhale, right up. Inhale, the left. Exhale, the right. As you inhale through the left side with the left shoulder up, you're inhaling through the cooling side, the Ida side, the moon side of the body. And as you exhale through the right side, you're exhaling through the Pingala, the male, the masculine, the fire side. Inhale both shoulders up, exhale them down. Now we're going to reverse that. Inhale right shoulder up, exhale left shoulder up. Now we're going to start the inhale on the fire side, exhale to the moon side. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale both up, exhale down. Now we're working towards this state of balance. Eyes are closed, focus on the third eye. Inhale, shoulders up, exhale, shoulders down. And as you drop them on the exhale, see if there's, again, anything you can let go of, any tension that you're holding in your neck, your shoulders, your upper back, stress. See if you can just let that go with every exhale.
pumping that breath from the belly, using them as bellows. Inhaling, sending the belly button forward. Exhaling, pulling it back in. Inhale up. Squeeze the shoulders really tight. Hold the breath for as long as you can. Exhale, release. Again, working at a pace that's comfortable for you. Inhale, turn your head to the left this time. Exhale, your head to the right. Head turns, inhale left. Exhale right. It's all about opening up that throat chakra. Able to speak your creation into being. Working on that connection of throat chakra to heart chakra. Being able to be a person who speaks from the heart instead of the throat or the head. Sometimes when we speak from the head, we're over analytical, and if we really speak from that throat chakra, sometimes what we say comes off harsh. If we really speak from the heart, chances are you'll never be misunderstood. And then your next exhale, come center. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. And we're going to reverse that. Inhale right. And exhale left. Not all Kriyas are so symmetrical like this one. This really aims to balance both energies in the body to allow for this center point of stillness, this meditative neutral mind to take hold. Inhale, center, and exhale. And gently make your way up to standing. This is the last physical thing that we have to do before we get into the meditation. And this one is called frog pose. This is another one of those things that is really good for the digestive system. It helps to get things moving. So if anything ever gets stuck and you need a little bit of help, frog's one really that's good to go to. This also really helps the sciatic nerve along the whole back of the leg and the low back. Really big on that strengthening. So work your way all the way up to standing, and good thing you can really see my feet. We're going to come to this slightly turned out, for lack of better terms, first position. Heels together, toes apart, standing up nice and tall. And then we're actually going to lower ourselves all the way to the ground. And so you're going to bend those knees out to the side, bring your hands to the earth. And if you are able, it's really recommended that you squeeze your heels together. I don't know if you can see them. Squeeze your heels together in this position and leave them off the ground. We're only going to do this 13 times, bare minimum for this Kriya, so I believe in you. Put those hands on the ground in front of you. You want to have about 40% or more of your body weight in your hands, the rest in the feet. Then you can watch this happen this first time if you've never seen a frog pose before. So hands down, squeeze those heels together. You got to really use that inner thigh, top of the thigh muscle to squeeze. And you're going to inhale, drop the head. Come all the way up is the goal. Straight leg. Again, my heels stay lifted the entire time. We drop the head on the inhale, squeezing that belly button towards the spine. Exhale, lower, shine that heart forward in front of you. And so go ahead, find this frog position here on the ground. Heels touching, knees out to the sides, heels off the ground, fingertips into the ground. Roll the shoulders back, shine the heart forward. Here we go, 13 solid frogs, or as many as you can do.
Here we go. Inhale up. Drop the head. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, the focus is closed at the third eye point. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Inhale up and exhale, lift. Squeezing the heels together the entire time to protect the knee, to activate that upper thigh. 4, up. 5, inhale. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's make this our last one for 11. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Going to come lying on your back. We're going to take a quick moment here. This deep relaxation as much as you can allow yourself. Just really try to relax as much as you humanly possibly can in this moment. Take a deep breath in. Hold at the top of the breath. Squeeze the hands into fists. Squeeze the chest. Scrunch the face. Squeeze the legs. Point the toes. Oh, and exhale. Relax into the floor. The legs turn out naturally. Palms face up to the ceiling. Relax the belly. I'm going to invite in a deep inhale. Exhale. Wiggle the toes, the fingertips. Bring your knees into your chest. Head and shoulders off the ground. And rock and roll yourself forward and back, giving your back a small massage. You can come all the way up to seated. Cool. Close it one more time. Truffle's just trying to get all up in this. Okay, go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. We're gonna close with our Laya yoga meditation. Okay. And the meditation itself is 11 minutes long. Why the number? You notice that we also did 11 frogs. In the Kriya, it asks for 54, but 11's good because that's our bare minimum. So everything in Kundalini yoga is very calculated, and it's very much related to numbers, numerology, and things like that. And it's all based around one weight, the number 108, so many beads around a mala, and so half of 108 is 54. Half of 54 is, what is it? 27, and so on and so forth. And so it's just 13 is usually our base, but 11 works because it's 1 and 1. So for this next meditation, we're going to be reciting. You can either chant along or sit back and receive. I'll be playing a song to go with it. And we're going to be reciting the mantra Ek Onkar Sat Nam. Here, let me type it up for y'all. Ek Onkar. Oh, it would help if I'm in the chat. Here we go. Ek Onkar Sat Nam. Sat Nam Siri Wa He Guru. Alright, Ek Onkar Sat Nam Siri Wahe Guru. Ek Onkar is one creator with creation. A lot of this is based in the religions of the Himalayas. And so Ekonkar is this idea that God is one with the creation, that God is created. We, being part of that, Ekonkar, Satnam, you've heard me mention along this practice, Satnam is truth, is my identity. So Creator is one with creation. This I know to be my truth, as in I am part of this creation. And like we started the practice, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, you're bowing down to the divine that already exists within you. So you yourself are the creator and the creation all in one. And Satnam, that is the truth. Siddhi Wahe Guru. Siddhi is great. Wahe is wow. It is Wahe Guru is pretty much the Kundalini equivalent of Hallelujah. And so Wahe is wow, great is Guru. Gu is darkness. Ru is light. So Guru is the journey from dark to light. So one creator with creation. I am this creator, this creation. This is my truth. This is my identity. Wow, this wisdom, this journey is so great. Everything that is dark, everything that is light, everything that is in between is great. And so that's really what this entire meditation encompasses. It is, by definition, a 3.5 cycle meditation, in that it circles around our lower chakras one time, circles around the heart one time, and circles around the upper chakras one time. And then that last half time, it shoots out the head and into infinity. So, ek, we are going to pull in the belly, konkad, relax it, and then at the end you go up. So ek konkad up. We're going to pull in the diaphragm. Ek konkad up. Satanama siddhi waha e guru. You relax. And so that first one's that first round. That second round, ek konkad up. Siddhi wa e guru. I personally like to really just feel the graces of the universe and whatever goodness is out there just raining down back on me, because I'm doing this work of stirring up my soul, my energies, and working it up the chain and then sending it out into infinity. And the law of physics, whatever we send out has to come back to us. So whatever we're sending out now through this meditation comes back and guards all 10 of our bodies, all 3 of our minds, the entire auric field, and really shields us for going into this world. So that is the long version of the explanation. Thank you for listening. So I will be playing a song for this. The artist is Hansu Jat. He is one of my favorite like Kundalini musicians right now. And Ekonkar Laya Yoga, it's available. This is not a promo, but it is on iTunes. I use iTunes Music for a lot, Spotify for a lot, YouTube for a lot. So here we go. Get into your comfortable seated position. Hands are going to be in Gyan Mudra, your index finger, the finger of knowledge pressed against our ego. Sit it up nice and tall. He'll even give us a whole round. You can sit and listen that first round and join in whenever you feel comfortable, or just mentally chant it or vibrate it from the heart. Ekonkara Satanama Siddhi wa e guru. Ekonkara Satanama Siddhi wa e guru. Ekonkara Satanama Siddhi wa e guru. Ekonkara Satanama chanting powerfully from that navel center. Feeling the mantra swirl around the spine. Continuing to chant from the belly if you're able. In Kundalini Yoga, it's really about falling into the sound current, letting the sound current carry you. You might not know what you're chanting or why you're chanting, but allow the music, allow the mantra to take you. Even if you are afraid that it's not perfect, it's all about the intention. Attention to the intention. What is your heart doing while you're chanting? Ekonkara Satanama Siriva Eguru 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 Ekonkara Satanama Siriva Eguru
letting the power of the mantra cycle around the spine. Carry the energy up through the root, all the way out into the crown, into the universe. Ekonkad, one with creation. Satnam, this is my truth. Siddhi Wahe Guru. Great is this journey from light to dark, dark to light. Siddhi Wahe Guru. Focus is at the third eye. Energy goes where attention goes. Satnam, Siddhi Wahe Guru. Ekonkad, Satnam, Siddhi Wahe Guru. Ekonkad. The more love you can put into it, the more you'll get back. Ekonkad, Satnam, Siddhi Wahe Guru. 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 Ekonkad, Satnam, Siddhi Wahe Guru Shiva, Eguru Ekonkara, Satnama,
Relaxing the hands, relaxing the focus of the eyes. Returning back to the body, returning back to the breath. And once again, rub your palms together. Try and generate some heat between those palms. I'm going to close out this practice the way we seal off every Kundalini practice. We're going to sing the long time sun. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. We repeat that. Guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Then we end with what we call a 7-wave Sat Nam, a long Sat, short Nam. It's going to spiral through each of the 7 chakras. By the time we get to Sat, and then Nam, again, we just let it rain down back on us. So bringing those hands back to your heart center, shoulders down, lifting the elbows, lift the chest, tuck the chin ever so slightly, inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to begin, following along if you can. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Again, inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale. Long Sat, short Nam, and Sat. Nam. It spirals up through each of the 7 chakras on the Sat. And the Nam, it rains down one more time. Inhale. Sat. Nam. Last time, inhale. Sat. Nam. Inhale and suspend the breath. May we all live in beauty. May we all live in light. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. Satnam. Exhale. Satnam. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, I'm around if you want to chat for a bit. I have some tea that I'll be sipping on. Typically at the end of a Kundalini class, it's open for community discussion because whenever we come into this place of community consciousness, we come from this individual and then we meet up with the others that are taking the class and we form this community consciousness, and that's really that next step to universal consciousness. And so now we can just bask in the work that we've done together for this last hour. If you've been here, yogi tea, it's a mix of herbs that's very grounding. It's a lot of cinnamon-based goodness. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot. I'll put on some music, hang around for a little bit. But Kundalini yoga. Thank you. Specific sound in my, I don't know why I'm whispering. Bring back truffles. I'll open the door. So did you do the whole thing, Grace? What did you think? Sam, you still around? I don't know. Truffle somewhere. Oh, nice. I'm glad you guys hung around. Thanks for coming by. Right? Yeah, I love that cutting one. That's one of my faves, too. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, truffles off and about somewhere. I don't know where, but... I figured. I was like, hey, Adrian, how's it going? It's like, Gracie's saying hi again? What? But yeah, this is the same thing that I'm teaching. Oh, good. I'm glad you felt good. I'm glad I could help. I try. But yeah, this is what I teach this weekend for my final. So, woo woo. Second time I've taught this one. It's a good Kriya. I like it. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to sign off here. I'll probably get set up for like Animal Crossing for something for a little bit, but who knows? We will see. But thanks for taking class, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Good night. Satnam.